Hello.
I want to play a game.
Oh, love to. How about global thermonuclear war?
There is only one key to open the device. It's in the stomach of your dead cellmate.
Later, let's play global thermonuclear war.
You don't know me.
Folk horror extravaganza.
Welcome everyone. It is Friday night and we are back together in what we call the basement
Almost like smacked
of
me
the
in the
Roxy.
face. Ah! And you guys remember, like, over the summer when it would get so hot and the AC was broken? It's back to being broken.
It is back. We blame Sandra.
It's the best.
I didn't do anything.
She picked a movie that pissed off the gods, the AC gods.
Well, those AC gods are dumb because I picked a kick-ass movie.
She picked
Blood on Satan's Claw.
Oh shit, really?
Claw.
I thought you picked Blood on Santa Claus. Oh, I watched the wrong movie.
I watched Tim Allen's Santa Claus. No.
Okay. I did okay. I watched the right film.
Yeah.
Yay. So,
Want to know what I'm drinking?
please.
I'm drinking a faux rosé brought by Haley, who's here. It's from Santa Cruz, and it is the Radiant Rosé, and it's like, I think they call it an almost rosé. There's no alcohol. And it's good. It smells really good, too.
Actually, no
Yeah.
alcohol, not like their version of no alcohol.
Right.
Actually, no alcohol, Scott says. Okay, cool.
Yeah. What do you guys got?
Let's just call Haley the gift giver because
Give her gifts.
I also have something from Haley. They brought a Victory. It's a Golden Monkey Belgium style triple ale. Alcohol percent 9.5. So if I get a little later, you'll know why.
It's Haley's fault and the Golden Monkey. I love that Golden Monkey. It reminds me of the Monkey King.
Yes.
I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll have to read the label later.
I will.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the TV show from the 80s called Tales of the Gold Monkey?
No.
No. See, anyone? Tales of the Gold
Ever
Monkey?
watched
No.
it? No.
Okay,
don't-
yeah, I might have been the
never
only
heard of it.
person. And this might have been a fever dream. That's possible too. But
I love those things.
this came out right after Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
So it's kind of
Okay.
like
They're
we're
trying
gonna
to
make a
profit
TV
off
show and
that.
profit off of that. And like
Yeah.
the main guy like had a leather jacket and he was like a pilot of a seaplane.
So he's a hero, leather jacket.
Yeah. But he had a. So it's him and his dog.
Okay.
And one of
Okay.
them was named Jack, and the other one was named Jake.
This sounds so fake.
I can't remember
Neil,
which
this
was which.
sounds so fake. This sounds.
So I'm serious. Tales of the Gold Monkey, and he would and they would fly around and get in adventures and.
in their seaplane.
And the dog had a glass eye. One of his eyes was fake.
No.
And the dog
it
would like lose its
wasn't.
eye from time to time.
Was it a real dog?
Yeah, it was a real dog. Little something dog. But
Question.
yes.
Did this play before or after Manimal?
I don't know. I never watched Manimal, so good question. But it was a network show. I'm pretty damn sure. That's all we had was antenna TV back then. So we
Yeah.
had to,
Okay.
You know what show I had that had a dog in it? Wishbone. Where are my Wishbone people at? Where are the Wishbone people at? That was a dog that did
Crickets.
Adventures in Books.
pretty quiet in here.
PBS.
I know.
Adventures in Books. Scott, you watched Wishbone?
Nope.
Love Wishbone.
No, jeez. Okay.
Thank you.
I am drinking heavily from the the bottle of Friends White. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a Sonoma County blend, a white wine blend.
Thank you. I was not gifted this by Haley because Haley hates me. However, I did.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just
Harsh.
kidding. Haley gave me that
Wow.
really sweet painting 2 weeks ago.
I know.
So I'm just kidding.
Man.
So Neil can't drink beer. So
I can't drink beer.
So that's why he's a little upset right now.
Yeah.
Is because he's like, oh, Haley brought things for everybody.
He's acting out because
Where's
he's.
mine? I am acting
hurt.
out tonight.
Yeah.
And because I'm drinking half this bottle of wine so far.
Woo!
That's what happens when you watch folk horror. You got to drink.
It's like a children's soccer game on a Saturday morning with all the moms and
Exactly.
their thermoses.
Drinking heavily.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do you want? What else do you want?
I think we need a cheers
Let's cheers.
before it's too late.
Let's do it.
Happy
Cheers.
Friday.
Cheers, friends.
Cocor Friday. That is super refreshing.
Was it good?
It's really good.
Awesome.
It's really good.
Good job, Haley.
Good job, Haley.
Kick it to Caleb.
Kick it to Caleb.
All right.
Kick it to Caleb.
It's my turn to talk.
Wicked, wicked, wicked.
No. No wiki. No wiki. Wiki.
No. Okay, so here in the
No one
studio,
likes you today.
as
No one
always,
likes
we
you
have
today.
got producer Scott. I love you, Neil.
What's up?
Can't do this without you. Thank you. We have got the Reverend Michael B.
He's here.
We've got Haley the Baker. Or should it
Haley
be
and Michael.
Haley the gift giver? I don't know.
You
We'll
know
have
what,
to-
though? I have to interrupt you because it is also Michael the gift giver.
That's
Michael
true.
gave me 2 Pez dispensers today that are Harry Potter and Ron Weasley. I love Harry Potter. I'm like the
Nice.
only one here who does. Haley, you like Harry Potter? No. Producer Scott
If you
likes
could
Harry
have
Potter.
seen that look.
It was kind of like it. And I really love Pez dispensers. I think they're a really cool piece of pop culture art,
Yeah, they are.
actually.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
over time, they've gotten so much like better and more evolved, and they're very detailed.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Michael. You too are a gift giver.
Too. All right. I would like to say it is not a prerequisite that you give us a gift if you come here to the studio audience.
But you will get extra credit.
You will get
helps.
an invite to come back, however.
Yeah. You don't get your name written down in the book.
All right. So, in our live chat today, also thank you to all our pod people that are listening to this in the future.
Thank you, Potter.
We appreciate that.
What is the future like? Tell us what you see.
But we do have Nightmare's Mistress,
Such a cool name.
formerly Spooky Boo.
Such a cool name.
We have Mark Vision's Truth. We have
Marky.
my little big brother Enoch out in Minnesota.
Enoch.
We have a new person, Loco Madman.
Loco, you're new to being a person?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Welcome to
Congratulations.
personhood.
Thank you very much
Tell us
for
what
being
it's like.
here.
We are also not persons.
True. Miss Movie Buff Laura.
Oh, I
Laura.
like Laura.
We have
love Laura.
Doc Pretorius.
Oh, Doc is in the house.
Hi.
Are you a real doctor? Because I've got this shoulder thing.
He is.
Miss Movie Buff Laura
I like her
and
too.
Natus Crad.
Natas. Did we say Mindy? You say mention Mindy?
Miss Movie Buff Laura, Miss Movie
Oh,
Buff.
let's just say Mindy twice.
I said it twice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I-
Mindy, I always screw you. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I don't want that on us. I don't want the curse of Mindy on us. So
Changing that,
Changing that.
Mindy.
Natas Krad is a pod person. All right, we know.
Yay, pods.
Welcome everyone.
Thank
It's great to have you here. Thank you for joining us on yet another journey that will be into the mouth of madness, to the brain of Sandra, as we discuss the blood on Santa Claus. Damn it! On
Did it again.
Satan's Claus.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did you guys do this week?
Oh, I was very busy. I didn't have a great TV viewing, 2 weeks actually. I did finish Archive 81. No spoilers, because some people here and listening haven't, but loved it, very happy. And I hear there's going to be a season 2. That's pretty well confirmed, I think.
Okay.
So been doing that, reading, dealing with the life, and finished this latest season of Queer Eye. Best season yet of Queer Eye. My favorite so far.
Did it stay in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just good. I don't know. It's just good. It's such like a. I don't know. It's just such like a little hug. It's just a little hug, that show. It's like so sweet and positive and funny and yeah, which is like very wholesome for the content
For you.
I usually have. But I just love those boys.
I used to watch that back when it first started.
Me too. When I was back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
You had like Carson and
Ted and
Ted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? The other two guys.
Kai and
Come on.
furniture
You can do it.
One
you
of
can
them
do
was
it.
decor guy.
Can you do it?
Construction worker.
Can you do it? No.
I don't
No.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. But anyway, I used to watch it back
He is
then.
lovely. They're all lovely, and I
yeah.
love the new wave. It's great.
So Carson's gone though, huh? He was like the.
Carson's gone, but Carson is sometimes a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, which I also love. So I still get quite a Carson fix in my day. And I also like to watch Chopped on occasion, because I like to watch people cook under duress.
Ted's on that, right?
Ted's on that.
Cool.
Gone but not forgotten.
They moved on, but they're still within our thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, still in our hearts.
Sorry, guys. I don't really have much to talk about.
You're kind of busy.
One thing.
Yeah.
One thing.
Why did?
So my kids like to go to the library from time to time.
Books.
And so whenever they do that, I always run to the graphic novel section. And this week I grabbed something new. I'd never heard of it. That's the cool thing about the library. You just grab it and
Fucking love the library.
hope for the best.
Yeah.
But it was Basket Full of Heads by Joe Hill.
Yes, what did you think?
Oh, it was great. It was
Yay.
wonderful. But it was also just a very quick read, which is
Yeah.
about all I have time for right now. So,
That's kind of good.
but it was great. So, yeah.
yeah.
Sonoma
the
County
name.
Library. Graphic novels.
Joe Hill's
Yay.
the man. Love him. Yeah, support your library, support Joe Hill. Next.
Who's next? I also didn't get a bunch in there, but I did Archive 81. I got pretty darn close to finishing this week. I think I have one episode left.
Very close.
Very much looking forward to getting through that because it is a great show.
It's great.
I highly recommend it.
I really recommend it.
Scott, this one kind of is for you because Scott and I, producer Scott and I, kind of share a love of video games, particularly older video games.
That's what we call
retro video games.
Vidja games.
The Vidja games. So there's one that I've been playing on the Switch. That is, it's a new game, but it is made to be retro looking, and it's done in the 8-bit graphics. It's called Bro Force.
What?
Bro, as in bro.
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 Bro, what are you drinking, bro?
Rosé, bro.
Bro.
Rosé all day.
Bro, you fell down the stairs again, bro. Come on. Bro Force. Anyway, and it's done like, all it is, it's shooting
Bros.
and jumping.
Shooting bros. You're jumping over bros.
Right. So the basic idea of it is you're like the characters are all 80s, mainly 80s action movie or action heroes. So
Okay.
you got like Mr. T from B.A. Baracus. You got John McClane. You got Rambos and Terminators.
Is it really them or is it like?
Well, they're 8-bit, so you can't. You know
Right,
what I
but
mean?
it's like
So-
that character.
But it is, but they changed the name just a little bit.
Okay, yeah. It's
to
the
give
best
it-
value version.
Right, but
Yeah.
it's funny. It's funny. They do it to be funny.
Yeah, yes.
But all you do in this game is you jump around and you're just shooting the enemies and it's
Jump
but
around.
it's
Jump around.
I mean, it's got 3 buttons, which is for me is 1 button too many, to be honest. But it's shoot, jump, and then you got your extra weapon. But it's really fun. I've been enjoying it because it's just bloody and doesn't require any brain power. So Bro Force, recommend it, guys, if you have a Switch. It's really fun. There might be a bot in the chat there.
We don't know if you're a bot. Identify yourself. Are you a bot or are you a friend? Because if you are a friend, you are welcome. If you are a bot, you can fuck off. Bro Force. I love it.
However, if the bots are indeed taking over the world, then I am a friend. So please do not
Oh,
hate
man.
me.
You would sell your friends out for a bot?
Not Haley, because she gives us things, but
Haley is the gift.
Okay, let's see. Other than that, I wanted to mention the fact that I'm officially offended by the weather that we have right now.
Yeah, I'm offended too.
I'm offended
I am
too.
so offended.
It should not be 80 degrees
No.
in February in
No.
Northern California.
We need to, this weather needs to get canceled
Yeah.
hard.
I would like to return this weather, please. And
No, I do not have my receipt.
Yeah.
Costco, goddammit, take back your 80 degrees. I would like my 60 back, please.
Oh God, I know. We don't like the heat. We like the wind. We like Halloween. We just want it to be cold and Halloween.
Yeah.
We want the temperatures to match our hearts.
Cold.
Icy fucking cold.
With a little
Black.
mist
Yeah.
Black temperature.
and
Yeah.
a leaf tumbling by.
Absolutely.
Breeze.
Yeah. I just want to hear.
Yeah, that is what we want to hear. And even like it's still technically winter, so we should still be reasonably happy, and we're not happy. We're offended.
Just I'm saying, I don't think we're asking for too much.
No.
You're not
To
asking
have
for too
cool
much.
weather in winter.
No.
That's all I'm asking for. Okay. Finally, you guys, we should let everyone know that our good friend Laura in the chat's birthday is going to be February 19th, coming up next week.
Oh my gosh, that's like next Saturday or something. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Laura.
Happy
So since we're not going to
birthday,
see you
Laura.
before then,
Everyone wish Laura a happy birthday.
Haley is going to send you a bottle of rosé.
For rosé.
You get a rosé. You get a rosé.
For your church.
All right, that's all I got. But then finally, we do have a new subscriber alert.
MT Bostwick. Welcome.
T. Bostwick. Okay.
Oh, 877 cash now.
I'm sure they've never heard that one before.
All
Okay.
right.
Want to talk about blood?
Let's talk about it.
Let's
If
do
you
it.
want blood,
Let's talk about blood, baby.
you got it.
You're up.
Tonight's selection, The Blood on Satan's Claw. 1971, directed by Piers Haggard, who also had a hand, or shall we say, claw, in writing the script, along with Robert Wynne Simmons. The setting, 18th century rural English village. A farmer tilling the earth discovers a malformed skull with a bleary eye and some very suspicious fur. This event is then the catalyst for the teenagers of the village turning to dark forces led by the once lovely, now full of eyebrows, Angel.
She's got some brows.
Why did I pick this film?
Why did you?
Maybe ask yourself. We've talked on the show. I'm a big fan of folk horror. Folk horror usually has cults, i.e., I like anything with a cult in it. They blend together really well. I grew up with a lot of Hammer and this kind of energy, this 70s smearing Vaseline on the lens type of vibe. I love this. I love 70s horror, and especially folk horror. And this is kind of one of the granddaddies, the grandmamas of folk horror. Like if you are doing your horror education, this is like part of the syllabus for Folk Horror 101. And I thought it'd be really fun to like talk about it with everybody because I love it so much. I know part of it is super cheesy and dated for being 1971, but I think there's a lot of stuff that's really cool. And yeah, I mean, love it or hate it, it's a part of horror academia for your folk horror stuff, but I happen to love it, so.
Okay, excellent.
And this is my second time I've seen this film.
When was the first?
Oh, probably teens.
Oh wow.
Teenage, yeah.
Okay. Where would you have seen this film?
I think it was on
VHS?
TCM. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
TCM.
TCM would like do bouts of like showing Hammer and other things, and I think that's where I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting.
Well, what do you want us to start?
First viewing,
First viewing, yes.
immediate reactions.
First viewing. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yay. You had a good time.
It was. Sorry for those listening. I just bumped the microphone.
I do that.
You said it was dated, you know. I
dated.
mean, it was a little clunky at times, but
Yeah.
you know, for the most part, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I mean, I like movies where people are turning on people, and you know, like
Mob
You know.
mentality. Yeah.
yeah, I'm.
Do you like folk horror?
You know, I'm not going to answer that because I don't feel that I've
I don't understand the question. And
No,
won't
I don't
respond to
feel
it.
that I have watched enough to accurately, you know. But what I have seen,
You get into it. You hate it.
this,
You like this.
Wicker Man,
But come on.
The Vivitch.
Midsommar.
No, I love all those things.
Okay,
Yeah.
Midsommar.
That's a lot of folk horror you're
Okay,
taking
so
in,
of the
actually.
4 I've seen,
Yeah.
yeah,
Pretty good.
then I guess I like it.
Yeah.
But
And when we say dated, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like, you know, there's
No,
like
I'm-
ways that they would do takes.
yeah,
There's
I'm just saying by today's standards, where
Yeah.
everything's polished and you know, if like something, that,
No
you know,
clunk.
it's this is you know, and I think this was like his first or second movie as a director, so I don't know, maybe he's allowed to be a little clunky, or
yeah.
maybe clunky is part of the charm, you know.
If it's clunky and it's funky, I want to be a part of it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Neil.
there's our tagline.
Clunky and funky.
Yep.
The Cult Show. Yeah, I liked it overall.
First time?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, good for you.
I've seen it. I'll come across a lot in the,
Oh, yeah.
the timeline, and I've heard about this film actually, but I've never stopped to give it a watch.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I love the production values in the film and how, you know, even though it was filmed in '71, I think that adds to the rustic value of the film and,
Right.
and the time in which it is set. The only problem I have with this movie, honestly, were the end. I would say, like the very end,
Oh, I will get to that. I think
how
I
it
know
kind of
what you're
concludes.
saying.
You know.
Excuse me, yeah.
And then the print, at least that I watched it on Shudder,
I did too.
and it
did
was
too.
kind of dark. Like I
Hmm.
don't feel like I could
We'll
make
talk
out.
about that too, though.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't necessarily
Yeah.
make out everything I thought. Like you think you'd want to
Yeah.
make out.
Really?
So I don't know if it was the print on Shudder alone, or if you were to say that they shot it dark or whatever. I don't know.
I didn't quite have that takeaway from it, but I think we have the brightness on the TV like yeeted
Like all
way
the-
up. So it might be that it just balanced out.
Okay.
I'm so thankful that, thank God for Shudder. I mean, I'm so thankful that this movie is on there. There's such great movies on there and that rotate through, and that people get to see these important parts of our history, of our culture of horror. Let's get into it. And there's one point where this movie takes a sharp turn into now things are disturbing. So that's also kind of interesting. We'll get there. The music.
Yeah.
Is that a theremin in there? Did I hear a theremin?
So I was thinking this is like the least horror soundtrack I've ever heard in my life.
Really? Yeah,
But
okay.
I kind of liked it.
I love it. I think I said it's kind of wacky, fun, 70s interpret of the past, like kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it was
dig it.
it was
It's
odd,
wild.
but
yeah.
I mean I'm not going to say it completely took me out, but it was just very horror
weren't expecting it.
soundtrack
yeah.
esque.
Yeah.
that
Neil
makes
Neil
sense.
likes the soundtrack. What did you
I
think?
do. Yeah. No, that was like the first thing I noticed about the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, was that? I don't know that it worked as well for me. I don't know. It kind of took me out of the movie several times.
There's one sound in the soundtrack that's like a boing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing where it's like
Haley remembers that too. Yeah.
boom, but dump, and then we're at boom, and then it's just like boom,
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's like that very 70s, like I said,
Yeah.
like a 70s interpretation.
Interpretation
They ran
of-
it through a filter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting
Yeah.
choice. So we mentioned the farmer that tills the earth, that finds the skull, that starts this whole thing running. Ralph Gower. Hobbit energy. Major
Oh yeah,
Hobbit
yeah.
energy
Not to
from
say
Ralph.
that.
Strong wig game, or was that his like
I think that
70s
was-
perm?
I think that was his 70s perm.
Wow.
Now, the judge,
Judge.
ooh, he had that Captain Hook. going
But then
on.
later you see him where he takes his wig off.
yes, yeah.
You know, and he's got like a little wig cap.
I
thing
appreciated
on.
actually the details to that
Yeah.
because you guys know I all love history, but you know that it's like, I don't know, that they.
But I also know
they
you like
wear their hair.
wigs, so.
Yeah, well, I know I love good wigs. I actually thought the costumes in the wig game pretty good in this film. Sometimes people are a little too clean, you know, for where they are.
Right.
And probably some things aren't totally period, but I don't know. I give them a passing grade for effort on this.
Yeah.
I just like the judge with like this hair, the hat with the feather for days, the cape. It's quite a figure.
Yeah, the costuming was great.
Yeah.
I'm saying all the production and everything they put into it.
Yeah.
I thought was really good considering probably what it was made for.
Yeah, and because you can tell he's from the city, he's from London, he's
Right.
different than these common folk. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. There's also, speaking of interesting, the Reverend, the priest guy.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch that? They called him the curate. I had to look that up.
Okay.
So a curate is basically the soul, the priest assistant, the reverend. It's something I think in the Anglican Church and the Catholic Church, maybe some others. And he is invested, this is what the words were, invested in the care of the souls of the parish. He curates the souls. Their responsibilities are called a curacy. I was like, fascinating, writing it down, because that's like, that was something I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
I learned something
Yeah.
in the devil's claw.
Interesting.
Is that different than a priest, or those are the
It could be
duties
the
of
priest.
a priest?
It could be a priest, or it could be the priest, like, deputy.
Aha.
Yeah. But they're
Okay.
curating souls.
Right. And it was like probably a tiny little town, so they may not
Right.
have had like a
Yeah.
full-fledged priest. Did they say whether it was whether they were Catholic or not, or?
They didn't. I think I could be getting my history wrong, but I think they're Anglican.
Okay. Well, because but you notice the priest, or not the judge gives a toast
Yes.
to
The king.
King
Charles.
Charles. You know,
One of those guys. I think it was Charles, but I
Fred,
could be wrong.
George.
And he says, like in exile.
in exile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. History. Love
You know,
it.
but he calls him the Catholic king, or the Catholic,
Yeah.
or the true Catholic. So he says something about him being Catholic, which
Yeah.
made me think the judge is also
Are we all Catholic?
Catholics.
Are we sort of Catholic?
And I didn't
or-
even think about what I just assumed that this guy, the curate, was also Catholic, but
Yeah, I'm.
very interesting.
And I've heard some people call Anglican, the Episcopal Church, Catholic light. So it's like
yeah.
all the Catholic, half the guilt, or something is like what people say. So I think it's a lot of the terminology and the vibe is
Right.
the same. Yeah, I wish I'd had more time to dig deeper into the history because I'm a huge nerd and I would have loved to, but food for thought anyway. Let's talk about Rosalind.
Poor Rosalind.
Poor Rosalind.
Poor Rosalind.
So she shows up there.
All happy.
She's gonna be married.
Thinks she's going to get married the next day.
Auntie Rosalind, bitch. Judge, cold. And like she's just trying to like, hi, you know, like be polite, and you know, and her fiance says, well, they think you're pregnant, basically, and that's why we're getting married so quickly. But they're actually really in love.
They're in
Yeah.
love, but they
Then she
think
gets, like,
he's
possessed.
marrying down.
Yeah, they think they're marrying down, marrying to
Yeah.
cover up a pregnancy.
Right.
They make her sleep in the attic that night, full of grandpa's weird stuff. It's a little Texas chainsaw. It's a little feather room moment.
So when she first goes in there, I thought like, oh, they're just going to throw her in there with no light whatsoever, because they don't give her a candle
give her
or
a candle,
anything.
no.
You know, later on in the night, you see that there's at least a candle. Or
Yeah.
at least a candle.
They left
in
her
there,
some
but-
stubby ass burnt down candle. Yeah.
So she goes into that room, that secret room, or whatever the hell they keep calling
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
The
yeah.
forgotten room, whatever it is. And then she starts screaming, right? Because of,
Yes.
we don't know why at that point, right?
She's freaking
but
out.
she's freaking out.
Yeah.
And so the aunt goes in there pissed off at her for screaming, and starts like beating and slapping the crap out of her.
But that's like the way like they would treat people that are like lower quote unquote than them. And Like, she's freaking out. Anytime somebody opens the door, she flips. She is clearly really upset about something. And instead, they're like, well, get the nails, get the board. She's
Right.
off to the madhouse.
Yeah, go get the doctor. Like, she's just lost it.
She has lost it. And it was like, it's so upsetting because you're like, I think something's
Well, no,
wrong.
but to me what was so funny was, though, the girl, she was like screaming and going crazy, and the aunt's like, I'll take care of this, and runs in there, closes the door behind her, bam, 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 smack, smack, and then the girl just goes like, scratch, and the aunt's like, scratches her, and the aunt's like, oh, and like, like all overcome with whatever by being scratched.
Oh, she just can't handle the scratch. She cannot
It's like-
freaking handle it.
I
Like,
mean, 1 minute,
Rosalind.
she's like bro force 1 minute, and the next minute scratch. Oh.
Rosalind is going through some sort of crisis, and this bitch gets a tiny scratch on her forehead, and she's like, "Oh, I have the vapors." Like she can't even. And so then, not only do we have put the hysterical woman in the madhouse, but then, of course, this being the time, we better let the blood out of Auntie.
Yes.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
He said, we have much to learn. Open a vein.
Yeah,
We have to open a vein.
that doctor's kind of a gruesome character.
I've never seen this
Oh, see,
before.
I love the doctor. I think he's great.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to when he greedily keeps the jar with the skin in it. But so okay. So we're all upset. We're all upset about Rosalind, right? Oh, she's going off. Did anybody notice? Her fiance did. Rosalind didn't have a claw before. She had a claw coming out of that room, and they're still all just like, "Oh, I don't know. Put her in the bedlam." It's like the woman has a claw where there was not a claw.
Yeah.
We should be concerned.
Did they not notice it, though?
I don't
I don't
think
know.
they did.
I mean, the
that's the
fiancé did.
thing. Like, yeah, he kind of sees it, but he says nothing.
Right.
I don't think they noticed it. And then we never see her again, so we never know.
Yeah, she wandered off into the woods, and I think the colt ate her.
Yeah.
Like, she's gone. She's gone.
Something happened.
She's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I do appreciate that her fiance really loved her. Like, I believe that, and he's kind of, I don't know, I guess powerless in the situation. He's kind of the man of the house, but his aunt is still, one of those old English things. And like when he says there is an evil in this house, believe him, because the woman
There you go.
gained a whole claw in your attic overnight.
Yes. That's a little odd.
She did not have a claw before. The children of the village.
But
Oh, yes,
may I say one last thing about the fiance?
please.
Yeah.
So he hacks off his own hand
Sure does.
because,
He thinks he has a claw.
yes, or a claw is choking him or
Yeah,
something.
right. And lo and
Right.
behold, it is his own hand.
Right. So there's some evil happening in that room up there.
There is evil in this house.
But then he goes around for the rest of the movie with his little stump, kind of showing it off to everyone.
shaking his stump.
Shaking his stump at people.
And of course, probably because he's a man, they're like, well, you don't have to go in the madhouse. You're just sad.
That's right.
Yeah, but let's get these women bloodlet.
I know. He cuts his own hand off and he gets to stay.
Yeah.
Rosalind just scratches someone and
And it's like,
away with you.
away with me.
Farmer's daughter.
Get thee away. The children of the village. Because now we're starting to get to, we don't
Yes.
know this,
Yeah.
but it's the evil is taking root.
Right.
Correct.
I like these kids. This is kind of a creepy kid movie. They're more like creepy teens.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, it's a little children of the corn. They already play with bones and claws, so I like that. We could hang out. And I love it when they're like hiding the claw in like Bible school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
passing it back and
Yeah.
forth.
Okay, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit.
That's okay.
But how creepy is that guy? And the character does have a name. So this is after Mark gets spirited away by the cult, and they play like kind of a blind man's bluff sort of game where he's blindfolded, which I don't know. I just love a creepy blindfold scene, as we've talked about before. It harkens back to my love of Watcher in the Woods, which we will review one day.
Okay.
And so he gets got, but before we know that he's been gotten by the cults, this creepy ass guy says, "Mark won't need that no more. We shut him up in the woodshed." And he breaks the bottle of medicine. How creepy is that?
Yeah.
I love that. He's creepy.
That was
I like how his mom said, "I paid good silver for that."
You know, the youth today don't respect the value of silver, is the problem.
I know, but that's like. All right, how do I say this about the mom?
Please.
I feel like that's the angriest she got was when the medicine jar got broken, because in later Sean she loses her daughter.
Yeah. She has a really
And
there's a
she's
few-
just very like flat, like very, you know. I
Even-tempered.
mean, I lose 2 kids. I'm, you know, I'm going off to the nut house, you know, like,
Yes.
and she's just kind of like, well, all right.
there's some tonal character choices that are interesting, because not only she does that, Kathy, Mark's sister, her daughter, is like, "I'm just picking some flowers for my dead brother," and like she's not sad
Right,
at
not
all.
sad at all. Yeah.
No, she's not sad at all. And then mom has this moment where she like wants to take Margaret in, and she's like, "Oh, you're my daughter now," and it's like, I don't understand the emotional temperature of this family.
Well, I mean, you know, and maybe it's just a thing of when the life expectancy is to like 25 years old
yeah.
or something, you know,
She's
maybe
like,
you're
I
just,
had a good run with those two
you're just
kids.
like, oh, I raised my kids to teenagers, you know, that's
Yeah.
probably more than everyone else in the village got. So,
Ralph, the farmer in their
Right.
little
Frodo.
place, Frodo, he has more concern for everyone's well-being than
Yeah.
their own family.
yeah.
Yeah. I would agree. I think it's you live only. You know, I mean, the mom was probably 25.
She's still
I mean, so her teenagers. I mean, to get them going.
So what, the
Yeah.
judge was maybe 30?
30.
Pretty max.
Ancient. The squire, 28. Yeah, exactly.
And the judge was married to one of those horses, so I mean, it's what you did at the time. So
I thought it was kind of cute, by the way, that the judge was like, you know, "I used to fancy your aunt." I
right.
thought it was kind of cute. I don't know why. He didn't need to say it. It was like he was just trying to relate to him, like, "I remember being young and in love."
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yep.
It's kind of cute.
Yep. Before I had all this hair.
And, I didn't write it down, but the actor that plays the judge, he's like a real actor who did a great many
Yes,
things.
his name is Patrick Wymark.
Yes. Yeah. The gentleman who played the squire also was somebody that did a lot of work back in the day. So
Way back when.
before we get to the ugly, let's talk about the behind the scenes ugly that can't be ignored.
Okay.
Linda Hayden was 17 when she made this movie.
I do have that note.
Yeah. For shame, Piers Haggard, for shame. I found an article, you might have found this too, Caleb, where he kind of defends her nude scene as a 17-year-old and says that she was a very good actress who had no problem with nudity whatsoever.
I did find that.
So a bad actress would have had problem with the nudity, and she's 17?
Okay.
It's just, it's a little blight. It's a little blight on the film. It's just kind of uncomfy. Thank God it's not a sallow length underage person's nude scene. Let's put it that way. So it's over relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And I mean, the nude scene, I don't have any problem with nudity with adults. But it does serve a point, you know, because we're looking at Angel as she's, you know, becoming corrupted and everything like that. It's just like, dude, really?
I mean, I see. Here's the thing. How do you? Because I think it's a very necessary scene to show what is happening to her.
maybe a
But what I'm
maybe a
saying,
legal body double.
but that's not, okay. I'm saying, but how?
Yeah.
So what do you do otherwise? I guess to make it work. to
Either
make that
cast
scene work.
somebody or
Cast
a
someone
legal
who's
age.
older, yeah.
Or and I really like her. It's
Yeah,
I get why you cast her.
I read that the film had to have her in it because she was repped by someone important. I'm not exactly sure, but they
Yeah.
made it sound like she had to be in the movie.
Yeah.
She said okay, so they filmed it. Not
Things
right.
were different
but
back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a part of the film history.
And Gory
part of this
Bits
film's
just joined
history.
us, by the way. So.
Gory Bits.
Gory Bits.
Hello,
We're
Gory.
talking about blood on Satan's claw. You're caught up. So speaking of Kathy, the daughter, let's play cannibals.
Can we? Right now?
I was suggesting it. Yeah, I wasn't talking about the film anymore.
Okay.
Great. They play cannibals in the movie. They're like, let's tie you in rope and play cannibal. And she's like, I don't really want to play. And they're like, oh, it's just a game. Wah, wah.
Until it's not.
Until it's not. Until they're
yeah.
going to feed you to the cult. So this is where the movie does does a flippity fish. And suddenly shit gets pretty dark from here on out. First of all, we've got a cult. They've got flower crowns. There is humming. And this is when the eyebrows officially become an entity on Angel's face. Yeah, I mean, there's no nice way to put it. There's, they sexually assault Kathy.
Yes.
They really do. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you do know they're bad because, what they did to Mark and stuff, but you didn't know it was going to take this dark of a turn.
Yeah. Assault and then murder.
And then murder.
Yep.
And licking the blood off the weapon and just being generally bizarre. And
Being a bad group of kids.
and I think for a lot of people, this is squeamish territory. But I have to imagine by 1971 standards, this must have been insane. Like, this was not a scene they would have seen at the Cineplex, at the drive-in theater.
Yeah. When did say Clockwork Orange come out or something?
Well, that was the 60s, but that was almost like, that was like a whole event. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it was like the first movie to do it.
Okay.
But, I think people weren't expecting, a movie to take such a dark, scream-inducing turn, you know?
All right.
I don't think they were. I think this shocked a lot of people. And for whatever reason, I think the movie didn't perform well in the United States.
No, it
and
did not.
I wonder if this had something to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
A whole lot of speculation there.
Yeah. No, but I mean, because I couldn't find a reason why, the movie didn't perform well. I mean, it became a cult hit pretty quickly
Yeah.
in the States, but
I think maybe it was just I had read that it was sold as a double feature for drive-ins, which is like kind of the kiss of death for
And it was probably
Yeah.
the B feature.
probably.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't remember what it was playing with, but yeah. Anyway.
yeah. Things the cult's really ramping up from here, guys. We're picking up steam. I love these shots. There's a couple of them in the movie where we're in the woods and it's misty and it's like birch trees and it's like, I don't know, it's just so British. It's so good.
Did you feel at home?
I did feel at home. Oh my God. So Margaret, they try to save Margaret, who's like I don't know what, she's like the reader. She's like the one that reads during the rituals.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they try to save her, Ralph and Mom and everybody.
They find her where? Oh, she's being chased by the townspeople.
Yeah, and they're gonna throw her in the water.
Throw her in the water.
hurt.
The old witch test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you just did a murder, angry mob. And they kind of shuffle away.
I know.
like,
I liked how they said that,
Yeah.
you know, because that was great. Because at the time, I guess like the whole witch trials thing this was accurate, you know, where the judge says like nobody believes that anymore.
Yeah, he's like, we're not actually throwing people in the water and like blaming the blight of crops on witchcraft right now. That's actually not what we're doing.
Yeah. So I like how that was Ralph, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's like, you know,
kind of have like a voice of
So you're gonna
reason
murder her?
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh shucks.
Yeah, they just
You
kind
never
of like,
let us have any fun.
oh darn, Ralph, why'd you have to make such a good point? And he saves her and he brings her back, and again, Mom's like, oh, she reminds me of my Kathy or whatever. And it's like, how? She's nothing like Kathy. This is some random soggy girl. Like,
Soggy redhead girl.
But I mean, I appreciate their compassion. Turns out she's not dead, but she's like really under the thrall of the beast.
Yes.
So they have to tie her down and cut off that little piece of skin.
Furry skin.
I liked that scene.
Me
I mean,
too.
It was silly, but
It's not
I liked
like
it.
super gory or anything, and in fact, it's kind of a part of the magic. Like they kind of say, like there's no blood, and it's like, yeah, it's like part of it or whatever. But it's just icky. And then we have like he's kind of ghoulish. This doctor that's like, yeah, you're right. I guess we ought to just cut it off. And then he like greedily stuffs the skin in a little jar. And Ralph's like, we should burn that. And he's like, yeah, burn it. Yeah, I'll totally burn it. And he just like puts it like in his cloak.
He's all like adding it to my skin collection.
When in reality, we all know he's like Chop Top and just taking little bits of it.
Eating
the skin.
It's a long drive home, and he needs a road snack. He needs a little roadie.
No 7-Elevens at that point yet.
No,
so.
they didn't have 7-Elevens. What are they supposed to do? That's
He couldn't
jerky.
get a big gulp and a freaking rat dog. He had to go do something else.
Devil jerky.
Okay, so many children have these patches of fur growing on them.
Devil skin.
Devil skin.
Mm-hmm.
What causes the devil skin?
I think it's like being under the thrall. This is my headcanon. And then the like evil starts to kind of bubble out. Through your hair follicles.
So Ralph gets it on his ankle at some point.
Oh my God, the man has a whole leg warmer.
Right, but he wasn't under the thrall of the evil.
No, but
it's because he walked over it when he plowed it up.
Yeah.
He was touching it. Okay.
Yeah, and he just was like, I don't know, not checking his legs. And so then he's like, oh, I feel kind of like a little itch. And then he pulls it up, and it's like the whole leg.
He cuts himself. He cuts himself.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So that's what I was wondering. Like, is it because he cut himself he got it, or he cut himself so he looked and that's why he noticed it?
Shh, it's okay, baby. You're asking too many questions.
Here's the
It's
thing.
not that kind of movie.
People want to know, goddammit.
Here's the thing. I think you can take a lot of interpretations.
Inquiring minds want to know.
It's whatever you want it to be.
It's
because he cut himself, Neil. It's because he walked over
himself
it.
shaving.
It's because he was in the thrall.
He was handling, because he was walking through the stuff when he was plowing.
Yeah.
He was handling Margaret. He was in close proximity to Kathy and Mark.
Okay, is it transmissible through aerosol or is it on surfaces? Is what I want to know.
We need more tests because I don't think we know. Let
But
alone
until
how are
then,
they
make
supposed
sure
to
you
know?
wear your masks.
Wear your mask.
Okay.
Get
Follow
tested.
guidelines.
I'm just trying to figure out because several people had it, including
some
Kathy.
elders.
Was it Kathy?
Kathy got it. She did get
And she
it.
also was
Who
under the
never
influence, and they sacrificed her.
Touched anything.
Well, I think
or-
what kind of pops
I
it
was
off.
I was very confused by that too.
Yeah,
but
no, there's not.
I just was kind of like, all right, whatever.
We're having fun here, people. Like, we're just kind of having fun on purpose. They don't go into how the Satan skin is spread. So it is open to however you want it to spread. But I think it sets off, like it kind of activates when they look at Angel's eyes. Because they kind of have like a moment where they look at Angel before they go full cult.
Okay.
So I think it's also a visual transmission.
Shit.
Damn it. So mask wouldn't
Gory
work.
Fitz says, I wonder what Satan's crabs would look like. So,
Huge. Huge.
huge crabs.
It'd probably be kind of hairy too.
Yeah, they got all that devil
All
fruit.
that dough? Yeah.
Yeah.
All that
Loco says, breaking two, soggy girl boogaloo. We always like a good breaking two pun.
Let's talk for just a moment, if I may. Behemoth. Behemoth, that's the beast. That's the one that's in everybody. Do you guys want to know about Behemoth? Do you want me to tell you?
Not Satan.
Do you want me to tell you?
Oh, please.
Do you want me to tell you?
Book of Job, right?
Book of Job in the Bibli.
Yeah.
Massive guy.
Very big.
Huge guy.
Very big.
So there's a little clique in Jewish Apocrypha where we have Behemoth on the land. He's a land monster and he is male, and he lives in the invisible desert east of Eden. Then we have Leviathan, my favorite. I love Leviathan, who lives in the abyss. She is a sea monster, and she lives in the deep abyss.
I saw the movie.
Sure. Then there is the one nobody talks about, Ziz.
Okay.
Ziz, I have heard described as a giant bird guy. He lives in the sky. So that's like,
Okay.
they're us.
Air, land, and sea. Got it.
They are us.
Okay.
We are them. Behemoth, Leviathan, Ziz. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I think we could kind of make this a thing. So according to the legend, Behemoth and Leviathan were created on the 5th day, and they will serve as food for the elite group who will survive when the Messiah comes at the end of days. I don't know why Ziz gets a pass. I could not find.
You gotta catch him.
Yeah, catch him. He's like they're all Pokemon. But Ziz gets a pass. Ziz isn't getting eaten. But Leviathan and Behemoth, so this is us, this is Neil and I. We're gonna have a battle. We're gonna have a battle at the end of days. Then their creator will slay them with his sword, so I guess that's you, Scott, and gonna use Leviathan's skin to make the shelter tents for the righteous to live in while they eat the corpses of Behemoth and Leviathan.
That was very complicated.
I didn't make it. Take it up with the Jewish Apocrypha.
Okay. I'll get them on the phone. You got their number?
Yeah, I do.
All right. 1-800-Druidia.
So I thought that was very interesting that they chose, and there's some other Behemoth legends in there and some other things about Behemoth, and sometimes you see Behemoth as kind of a demon figure.
Yeah, so,
But
I read that they were
interesting.
called Chaos Monsters, and I just like that
weird.
name.
Oh, that's our band name,
Chaos
Chaos
Monsters.
Monsters.
Huh.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm gonna play the tambourine.
Triangle.
So Doc Vittori says the original
We're playing
title.
Passion Heavy. No, pause. We're doing this, and you're playing your little mini keyboard. That's our
I
band.
call tenor drum.
I have to get paid a lot of money to play that little keyboard.
Did it for
So,
He sucked us in with
I did.
his little sampling.
It's just
his
setting
little
the bait,
tinkling
setting the
of the plastics.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why you have to break up the band like that.
What did Doc, not a doctor,
Doc said
Doc, not
the
a
original
doc.
title of the film was Satan's Skin.
Truth.
And
Yes.
then AIP renamed it when they distributed
Correct.
it here in the U.S. So,
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah. I always thought that this title sounded kind of giallo. You know,
Oh,
it does because it sounds
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the bird with the crystal plumage, or the with the da-da-da-da, or the
Yep.
house by the da-da-da-da, you know, and it's like the blood on Satan's claw. Blood on Satan's claw. There's no da.
There is the.
There is a da.
There is a
There is
the.
a the.
The
There's
blood on
definitely a
Satan's
the.
It actually might be the.
There is
The blood.
blood on the Satan's claw, but it's actually Behemoth's claw.
Are you sure it wasn't thy blood? Let's see.
Thine blood. Anyway, Behemoth. They chose Behemoth. Good for Behemoth.
Yeah.
Why not?
But very important that it's not Satan or Beelzebub, or I mean, it's not. It's something totally different.
Yeah, it's totally
Yeah.
different.
It's just it's a chaos monster.
Chaos monster. Ralph. Okay, let's get down to it. This is actually all Ralph's fault.
Really?
Ralph was, well, here's the thing, is it's kind of painted to us this way. I mean, Ralph was just doing his job, literally tilling the earth as he was supposed to do, but he feels responsible.
Okay.
Because he's
Yeah.
he's like a noble guy.
He is a good guy.
He actually turns out to be
He
kind of
is.
like a little bit of our hero. Him and the judge.
Surprisingly, the judge.
Surprisingly, yeah. I thought that was going to turn out differently, but yeah, they do seem to be the two level-headed
Individuals.
people in
The judge actually.
the mob of pitchforks
Yeah.
and torches.
I was gonna say, Caleb, you mentioned liking mob mentality.
Yeah.
How was this mob? How was their pitchforks? How was their torches? How was their
They had a
rabble-rousing?
good torch and pitchfork game. I like that. And they all, did you notice, and like when they came up on the church, they all like put him out. It was very stealthy. They all put him out, and you even heard like a
Sound? Yeah. Okay.
as they were being put out on the ground,
These
I
are
think someone
details.
even got stabbed, or not stabbed,
Angel.
ran into a.
Run you through, Angel, with a pitchfork. Yeah. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
I know. I'm
here.
sorry. I got
No, it's
excited.
just
You
a
were
tiny
talking
bit.
mobs and
You were in the middle of it.
pitchforks and torches.
It just gets me going. I never like weaponizing dogs. It makes me so upset. So I said actually in here, leave the dogs alone. Boo.
Yeah, I had that thought too at one point, and like one dog just looked nasty and crusty. I don't know if you noticed that or
I
not,
love
but
Upset me.
But I was thinking like, yeah, it sucked, But then I was also like, you know what? Dogs probably were kind of weapons back
They were,
in this
I mean,
time. So
well, and from times
Right.
from thenceforward and probably
Right,
before
right.
then.
So-
But it does just make me
I
sad.
think it
I
was,
just like, oh,
historically accurate, but
Yeah.
we don't have to like it. How's
we
that?
don't have to let.
There you
We
go.
can say boo.
There you go.
If it were a good movie, freaking the Beast guy would have pet the dog's head like the Fly too.
Oh my God. Shh.
Like fun.
There you go.
I was
Boom.
like,
There
wait
it
a
is.
minute, you liked this movie.
There
but no,
it
You
is.
just wanted it. You just had to.
I had to.
Had to get the Fly to in
I have to
there.
get the Fly too.
Margaret undergoes some mild torture. That's my note. It's not like super bad torture, but it's like she does have a rapier to the throat. She cracks pretty quickly.
Isn't her foot?
Not to
in
mention the foot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Isn't her foot in a bear trap or something?
What is it? The last one?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Satan? It's me, Margaret. Yeah. I love this like wistful tone she gets when she talks about Angel and the Beast.
Yes.
Because they're under, like I keep saying, they're under the thrall of it. But yeah, she gets some mild torture.
Yeah,
Sorry.
She breaks pretty easy though.
she does.
She does.
but-
She's I think maybe it is because they are possessed, by the spirit of this thing. They're kind of, I don't know, they're not,
okay.
they're kind of brittle. I don't know.
Maybe she was also a little weak because she had the
she got her skin cut
the
off.
fur cut off, So she
Shit.
was like,
Yeah.
she's all, no, I still want to worship the behemoth, but
Yeah.
my skin's just not in it.
The skin's not in it to win it, and you need to have your little chicken skin in it to win it. Said things are getting serious, and you know that because now the cult has drums and wooden recorder flute thingies. So we go from branches to now we're marching in a circle, and we're playing these instruments.
All right, that was the origin of Behemoth Monster Band.
Yeah, that's our sound is heavily influenced by them. Heavily
Don't
influenced.
forget
by
the.
Oh, the slide whistle?
them. Yep. A straight up slide whistle. Oh my God. It's like the cult is kind of picking up steam, and we can tell it's kind of spreading to other people. And then there's some elderly folk
There
in
are.
there.
Ah, okay.
And we don't get any.
Thank you.
I mean, it makes sense, right, that there'd be other people besides just the teens if it's spreading quickly. But we don't know these folks. We don't know their
I know,
backstory.
they just show up.
Yeah.
They're not, there's nothing, not seen in any background at any point. They're just, suddenly
just
there's just
there.
these old people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And that's where I lost it. It was creepier. No, I'm kidding. I just want kids.
yeah. And the judge comes back. He promises he would, and that's very noble of him. He does give a rousing speech. to the mob.
It was very Bill Pullman-ish from ID4. Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
From Behemoth and from funny patches of skin
Right?
that we did
We're
not
going
ask
to live
for.
on. We're going to survive.
So good. So good. You know, I have to say, again, we're having fun here. And like I said, I love this movie. I'm a little disappointed that Angel goes out so quick.
Yeah, that's my. These are my beefs.
She gets run through with a pitchfork. And I was like, well, that's, you know, like the first time you see it, like, oh, that's not going to do it, you know? Angel's the leader.
Right.
No, that actually does it.
That's it.
And it's like, oh, bummer. Okay, like, I guess that's it for Angel.
She had the power of the eyebrows. I mean,
She had those Joan Crawford brows that should have offered protection.
they should. I mean,
I know. So it's like, does everyone else get like a patch on their skin, and she
Right.
just like grows it on her
She just
forehead or
trimmed
something?
hers in a stylish fashion. I respect that.
kind of like anime brows.
Right?
And
Yeah.
Like she
but
just plucked them really
should have
good.
ripped those
good.
off and been like, oh, you can, and like, or something, you know, like, done something.
Throwing them like ninja stars.
Yeah, something.
The judge does come back with this massive cross sword
Yes.
thingy that's pretty freaking cool,
It's kind of
actually.
like a He-Man sword.
Kind of,
yeah.
but it's like under a
It's under a cloth.
cloth or
Yeah,
something.
it's like a
you
dramatic
know? Like,
reveal of it.
I thought it was like a cross or something. Like,
It is
you
like a
know,
cross sword.
But it's like, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. It was so dark I couldn't really see it.
I thought it was
You know.
kind of, for those that saw it, I thought it was kind of badass. I was like, that's hella cool.
I couldn't see it. I wanted to.
I knew it was a sword, but I couldn't see the intricate detail of it. No.
A dramatic battle ensues between.
By dramatic, you
I'm just
mean-
going to take your word for it.
You should have called me and been like, describe what
You
you're
know.
seeing.
I heard a lot of heavily dubbed, clank, clank, clang, ow. You know? I couldn't tell what was going
I didn't
on.
even. I just got the judge holding the sword, walking
not.
very slowly
It is a
towards
slow-mo.
Behemoth.
Yes,
And
Behemoth.
Behemoth is kind of backing up, and
That
until
behemoth's very tall.
I'm like, okay, he's gonna push him into the fire because fire kills the bad guys, and then he just pushes the sword into him.
No, he pushes him into the fire with the sword.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's like, and then that's it.
Yeah. Oh, and
I
the
think
cult-
that's it. It was so dark.
And
I think-
and the cult is free, and they go hooray!
Yes, they do go hooray.
The evil is
Yeah,
vanquished.
this house is clean.
This house is clean.
The Wicked Witch again is
You know,
dead, and, they all-
Ralph,
yeah.
Ralph looks at his leg, and it's just he's got the cut.
That's right.
You know, like it takes the fur away, but leaves the cut.
Which is fine.
I'd be a
because
little
you can-
mad about that.
You can live with the cut, but you can't.
Back then? Are you kidding me?
Well, he's
he
probably-
probably died a week later.
probably
A
gonna lose
horrible,
half of his
slow,
body.
agonizing, painful
They're
death.
gonna be like, we could take the leg, but we will take the whole right side of you, Ralph. I'm sorry.
The doctor's like, open a vein.
We're gonna have to open like 12 veins. This is the most blood I've ever let. I don't know. It's kind of like I typically like an unhappy ending in my horror movies, but I kind of like that they're free and the people rejoice. Now here's the thing. This is the second movie in a row where we've had abrupt endings.
Okay.
And it's somewhat unsatisfying when you're like, oh, is that really it? And I mean, Ralph had said that he'd seen devil skin before, so probably the village he lived in as a child, this epidemic swept through. And then
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I missed that too.
oh, he said, like, I was hoping I'd never see devil skin again.
Ralph did?
Yeah. But, you know,
Troublemaker, that kid.
I know, maybe it's
he
him.
might have brought
I
it
mean,
the.
yeah, I know.
Oh my God!
He's
it's
the one
just
that
Ralph.
found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of, I don't know. I kind of think it's kind of sweet that the evil is vanquished, that the judge saved the day. In my head canon, he's avenging the auntie who was his lost love.
But what happened to her ultimately?
I told you the cult ate her.
The auntie?
Yeah, they ate her.
Oh.
That's not in the movie.
Oh, you're okay.
I just want it to be.
You want it to be that they ate her. Got it.
Yeah. I don't like.
I didn't get a good look at Behemoth first of all at all, right?
Nobody did.
But
He has kind of a vampire bat kind of face.
okay, because you saw what was in the dirt. That was the best shot you had of him. Was
Yeah.
the very opening shot of the worm on its eye,
Correct.
which
Yeah.
was cool.
Which was pretty cool. It was very
But
cool.
and then I was
yeah.
expecting more. But again, was it how they shot it, or was it the print that Shudder had?
So what I had read was that it received an X rating, and in order to get the R or whatever the R equivalent in England was, they like darkened. It was either cut it out or darken
Fascinating.
certain
Darkened Behemoth himself?
certain scenes.
Wow.
Because
That
at one
makes a lot of
point,
sense.
Angel is supposedly like going down on Behemoth, and they didn't like that, so they darkened that.
Oh,
and then I'm
yeah.
not sure when that happened. or
Whenever
whatever,
that happened,
but,
I couldn't see it. Yeah.
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 Dang.
So that's what I read. So
Dang.
they darkened it in editing to receive a friendlier rating.
Wow.
I used to know a guy who used to work for AIP actually, way back in the day.
That's who distributed
Yeah,
this, yeah?
American-
The studio,
Yeah.
I should say.
I should ask him. I'm kind of curious now, like
I kinda
if he
wanna
has any,
know.
if he even remembers. Like,
Yeah.
they released so many movies back.
Oh, they were churning them,
but
yeah. That would be
anyway,
really fascinating to
be
know.
curious to know. But yeah, that was my only problem. Is I didn't see. I disagree with how you feel about the fly at the end. I feel like it had a fine payoff. I enjoyed it.
No,
How it ended.
No.
Yeah, just because you didn't get to see what the guys.
They all have guns
Henchmen
on.
did.
They all have guns on him.
But they don't
and
care. They're like, I'm not gonna mess with this guy anymore.
I don't think they're gonna just let him go.
That's not how it worked in the 80s, man. The guy was dead. And who's gonna get their cocaine anymore? Not the guy. He's dead. So they're gonna go away.
They might be
it.
right.
But anyway, in this thing, I did like the end shot. Right, it was pretty cool with the judge's face through the fire. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of scenes, a lot of screen grabs you can get from this movie that cut a really cool, striking picture that is just so evocative of folk horror and of the period. This movie is a little bit eye candy-ish to me, even with the brows. I get it, and I like it. I dig it. I dig it. I really do.
Okay, one other thing I thought was kind of fun
Please.
was, I guess it was Ralph. At one point, Ralph, he's staying in the house in the room upstairs, right?
Yes.
At one point, and then when he sees the floorboards and all the creatures trying to come through,
Yeah.
and everything, and so he's on the bed.
He's hiding because he's got his.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, he's like
furry-
isolating.
So the
His
floor,
furry
the
hoof.
creature apparently is in the floor at night. Sometimes in the floor. That's
Yeah.
how it got the fiance in the beginning.
Yep.
So the floorboard does it, and Ralph like jumps down, like lifts it up, and just blindly reaches
in
into
there.
the floor.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
remember the fiance did that too.
And look what happened to her.
Him. no, the guy.
Oh,
Fiance.
yeah.
He reached in the floor. I don't remember that either.
Yeah, he
Maybe it
did
was too
too.
dark. I missed it. Oh, I remember Ralph doing it. And I was just like, damn, dude, you're just reaching it. And then, of course, it gets him. And maybe that's where he already had the.
No,
he already had
his
the
leg
fur,
was
though.
already.
Yeah.
That's why he was up there in the first
He was
place.
already team wolfing
Because-
at that point. so-
He was hiding because they knew they were. Did he know they
Ralph-
were looking for him, or he just didn't want any part of it?
I
you know?
think that he knew that they were looking for cult members with beast skin, and
And
also
since they had already held down the other woman and cut it off,
he didn't want them to cut off his whole leg,
Yeah.
and he probably was like, I could hurt somebody, I could enthrall somebody. The beast is in me.
Right.
right.
And he sees the mob going off to go
He does
find
see the mob, yeah.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
doesn't want
to
any
find
part
the
of it.
cult, you
Yeah.
know. And that's when he like closes the shutters and he's like peeking out.
Ralph.
Anyway,
Poor Ralph.
there are some holes in this, but overall, I feel this is a very charming movie.
Charming.
It's charming. I agree.
Take a drink.
Charming. A little squeamish for some at times, but charming nonetheless.
Okay. Blood on Satan's Claw,
Blood on Satan's Claw.
or The Blood, depending on when you watch the film, apparently.
Yeah,
Whether it has the or the or not.
or they cut it.
Yes. What else? What else is happening tonight?
I want to play a game.
A game? Mm-hmm. You do say a game.
I want to play a game.
Okay.
While we set up for the game, it's gonna take like seriously a few seconds. Ready, producer Scott?
Ready.
Let's go.
Shall we play a game?
Hello.
Hi. My, how the turntables have turned.
Hello.
I will be sitting. I'm the judge. Let me don my frilly wig. And away we go. So,
I have a pen.
what we're going to be doing is kind of playing on the folk theme. I will be describing a mythological beast, and the boys will be drawing it. Okay.
Cool. We're all artists here.
Yeah, no, and I am too. So this is perfect. Let me get my timer ready. Okay, guys. Up first, we have Stolas.
Prince Stolas.
Prince Stolas.
Okay.
He's a prince of hell. Great prince of hell, in fact. Stolas has he's possibly a raven or a crowned owl with long legs. He is, let's see, what else can I tell you about him? He teaches astronomy and is knowledgeable about herbs, plants, and precious stones. It is said that Prince Stolas commands 26 legions of demons. Prince Stolas. I would like to meet him. Okay, so how's it going over there? Talk to me about your process.
Great.
Some of you might be going with the crowned owl. Some of you might be going with the raven appearance. Don't forget the long legs, fellas. By the way, don't we love that Scott and Neil match? We actually all have that shirt.
We did not plan this.
Yeah, the Love
We
is
did not
Love shirt.
plan this.
The Love is Love
But
shirt
yes, we are twinsies, apparently.
featuring Creature and
That's okay.
Wolfman. And I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's see. Prince Stolas? Prince Stolas?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, he's cute.
You might wanna-
I love that he has a leg kicked up in a jaunty fashion, like he just doesn't have a care in the world. Neil? Please show us Prince Stolas. Oh my God. We have an angry bird with a little crown. The legs are long, but I think we could have gone longer on the legs. And then we have what appears to be a devil.
A little minion.
A little minion.
Perhaps?
And those are hell flames?
Yes.
Beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah, I love the eyebrow on Stolas. It's very angel. It's very angel. Scott? Oh, isn't he cute?
I totally
Hoot
forgot
hoot,
the
says
crown.
Prince Stolas.
I went the owl route.
You went the crowned owl route. That's a great crown. And I do appreciate that you did a long leg on that one.
Yeah, very
So
good.
guys, sound off down below. Who won that round? I'm not going to be judging anybody here. I just want to celebrate the artistic merit of the Cult Show and just have a little fun.
Who's your favorite?
Who is your
And why
favorite
is it me?
Stolas? And why is it, Scott?
Caleb's just gonna keep drawing Jack Skellington pumpkins.
No. Also, Caleb, yours
know that
did
wins.
have a little bit of the Tootsie Pop owl,
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
and I
Okay, that's
appreciate
my
that.
favorite. That's my favorite.
I love
licks?
that. I
You
love
get my
that.
vote, Caleb.
I love that
You guys
carefree
see it?
leg.
See, you gonna do? You see it?
Carefree leg up in the air. Okay, ready for your second one?
Yes.
It should be Manticore.
Manticore.
Manticore, and go. So Manticore
Holy cripes.
Wow.
is similar to the Egyptian Sphinx, but Manticore is Persian in origin. He has the head of a human, the body of a lion, and the tail of a venomous spines, similar to porcupine quills. Other depictions say a scorpion tail. So you can either draw the porcupine tail or the scorpion tail. And that is Manticore from early Middle Persia. A very popular figure in Western European medieval art, I am told. Head, human. Body, lion. Tail, questionable. How are we doing, guys? How are you feeling about Manticore?
Wonderful.
I am feeling so good.
I wonder who is going to go with what tail.
Done.
Okay, and we're
same.
going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down.
All right, Neil's gonna love this one.
Caleb, let us see your Manticore. Oh my God. First of all, that is adorable. It does have Jack Skellington face, which, that's fine. Oh, wait, keep him up. And
My arms are getting tired.
you went with the porcupine tail.
Sure.
Very nice. Neil, your Manticore, please.
Nightmare Mistress, head of a human. Head of a human.
Head of a human. Oh, he's good. You gave your Manticore a little hair. He has a little curl right in the middle of his forehead, and it matches his tail, which kind of or is that a tail?
Scorpion.
What's this on the side of his leg?
On the side.
Yeah, right next to your finger.
Oh man, she's Kirkland in
Devil
you.
skin.
That's his art.
That's his leg
That's his
and toes. Toes.
There's something else there, and I can't quite make it
There's
up.
dots from the.
Is it from the previous bleed
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no. But I do like the fur on the body. It's a really
I mean,
nice
I gave him a
detail.
big penis, but what else do you want?
Is that his dick? Is that what I'm
No,
looking
it's
at?
tail.
Okay. Scott.
People seem to be confused in the chat about it having a head of a human, but that's what we have on our card.
That's what we have in our notes.
So
Yeah.
mine is.
Oh, look at that. You gave it a nice little bob haircut. Kind of an edgy page boy, if you will. Lovely feet, and you did go with the porcupine tail. Good job, guys.
Spikes on the butt, man. What can I
Very
say?
good. Very good.
Got a spiky bum. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Next up, you should have Tengu.
Tangu.
Tengu.
Holy cripes.
Monkey.
And I really apologize for any mispronunciation. The fault lies within me. This is a Japanese folk creature. I'm a big fan of Tengu. I think they're really cool.
In any order you want.
They're considered a type of yokai, which is like a supernatural being. They're part of that genus. And kind of like sometimes I've heard them called gods too. They have a really cool body. They have like bird, monkey, and human characteristics. Bird, monkey, human.
What's a monkey look like?
Monkeys look kind of like people. Had you ever heard of a Tengu before, Neil?
No, I sure haven't.
This is your first time ever
My
drawing a
first
Tengu?
Yeah, first one.
Wow.
First one.
Is it also your last Tengu, the last Tengu in Paris? Should we call this?
We'll find out. I'm not
Scott
sure.
has like a look of concentration that I'm very intrigued by. And we're going to call it in 5,
Oh, no.
4,
No.
3, 2, 1. Pens down.
No.
Yes. We're going to start the other way this time. Producer Scott,
Thank you, Nasgrad. I appreciate that.
show us your Tengu.
So, I mean, really, what is a human monkey bird but a flying monkey?
Oh, he's cute.
Flying monkey.
He's got a great face. He has a very expressive.
Fly, my pretty.
He has a very expressive mouth, and I appreciate that. Neil, your Tengu.
Here you go.
Oh my God, I am dead. You gave your Tengu a hat. He has a little cap.
He works for a living, goddammit.
Yes, and only people that wear hats work for a living.
And it's kind of a
The box. He's the box monkey.
Oh, he's an organ grinder's
Organ grinder monkey. Bird.
That hat is somewhere between a top hat and a pork pie. I like the expression on his face. It is pained. And I love his wing. I love his legs. You gave him very sexy legs.
That's a monkey tail, by the way, not a wing. So.
I meant on his arm.
Oh, no, that's an arm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Caleb?
I don't know what monkeys look
Oh, he's cute. He kind of has a little bit of a Jack Skellington face. Is he wearing a tie?
like. He's a human.
Oh, I see. I'm going to classify the tail as more fish, but I do like it. Good job, guys. You ready for your next creature?
Disqualified. Fish.
You ready for your next creature? It is the cockatrice.
Cockatrice.
Cockatrice. Let me tell our friends at home about the cockatrice.
Two-legged
Mythical
dragon or
beast.
serpent.
It's essentially a two-legged serpent or dragon, and it has a rooster's head. How cool is that? So it's predominantly in English myth. Let's see. Described by Lawrence Brenier as an ornament in the drama and poetry of the Elizabethans. I think I've heard cockatrice mentioned in Shakespeare. Scott, were you familiar with the cockatrice?
I am
Familiar with the cock?
I am incredibly familiar with cockatrice.
Yeah. I think no one on this couch is a stranger to cockatrice,
I have no idea.
if I
what
had to
you're talking
guess. Neil is kind of selfishly hogging the paper. That's like,
He's
he
doing a
could
very
put
good
that
job.
down on the table, but he doesn't want his competitors to remember the details of the cockatrice. So he's kind of like,
Stop giving away my secrets,
yeah,
woman.
Caleb is furiously writing. Producer Scott has literally given up. And
No. I have the perfect. I have
you nailed it in one?
nailed it in one.
Shit, okay. And we're going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down. Neil, we'll start with you. Please show us your cockatrice.
Here's my cockatrice.
Oh, he is grand.
He's a grand cockatrice.
He's a grand old cockatrice. He's a high-flying cockatrice. I love
You like the girth of my cockatrice?
I think that the girth is an often overlooked detail. I love his wavy fingers.
You like the veins?
Foghorn Leghorn, that racist fucking rooster, better, watch out because there is a new cockatrice in town. Neil, thank you.
You're welcome.
Scott, producer Scott.
Okay.
Show us you were very confident. Oh my
Very
God!
confident in your cockatrice.
He has drawn Trogdor
With a rooster head.
with a rooster head. So it is not Trogdor, it is Trogdor rooster head. It even has the strong arm.
Got the gobbler.
Consummate V's.
Consummate fees. Caleb, your cock, please. Very nice. Oh, I like the rattle tail. Ooh, that's to warn his people around him that he means business.
Step on me, bro.
Oh, step on me, bro. Beautiful cock.
Sandra, you're gonna have to vote on who has your favorite cockatrice.
No, I'm out of this. I am merely the speaker for these creatures. Are you ready? It is time for the Kishi. It is time for the Kishi. The Kishi is joins us from Angola. He is two-faced or two-headed, if you will. The Kishi has an attractive human man's face. I said they could do it two-headed, but technically he's like a flip. One side's the handsome man face, the other one is the head of a hyena, with specifically vicious, sharp teeth and powerful jaws. And what this a-hole does is he lures young women with his attractive face and his charms, but then he eats them with his hyena face.
Dog.
Kind of a jerk. I was not familiar with the Kishi. How are you guys feeling about him?
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
What's the body look like?
Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of human, kind of hyena-ish. I mean, the body can be whatever you want. You can just make a floating two heads. This is your art. This is your interpretation of the Kishi. Scott, how you feeling over there?
Can I have like 10 more minutes?
No, you may not. 5.
No.
Oh,
5.5. We're gonna say 4.
No.
We're gonna call it 3. We're gonna say 2.
I don't know how to draw a hyena.
You better think fast. 2. 1 pence down. Let's start with Neil.
There you go.
Oh my goodness, I like him. I love that you gave the detail of a shoe for the human side and little ball toes for the hyena side. Can you tell me what is happening with the fingers and the nipples?
He's wearing a George Clooney Batman suit.
Oh, I get it. No, that's great. That's great.
Because George Clooney is a very handsome
I like
man.
your hyena is reading very demon, and I like that.
Okay.
Caleb? Oh my God. What do you have there? Oh, he's Jack Skellington head. Your hyena is, what is your hyena saying? He's saying ha 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 ha? He's laughing? I think yours is wearing mittens, which is probably very practical for Angola.
I don't have enough time to put the detail in hand.
I'm trying to sell these pieces so that the people can vote on them. That is my job here. And I think you did a beautiful job. I love the nose on your hyena, Scott. What do you have? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, you have former President Donald Trump representing your human head, which was very correct. His handsome face will lure in women. And then you have the hyena, which is a very reptilian interpretation.
And not really happy to be here.
No. And who needs more than 3 fingers anyway?
I had to finish quick.
I know. I didn't have time to draw a middle finger.
Do you guys want one more?
At least.
No,
yeah.
this,
You want a couple more?
Yeah, this is
Okay,
fun.
let's keep it going. Next up,
I
we
like being
have
humiliated.
the Kerestes, which is from the Greek. The Kerestes. Go again. I'm sorry. I should have looked up pronunciations. The name literally means having horns. So this is a creature from Greek legend. It is a serpent that is incredibly flexible. So perhaps it even has
horns?
no
Just ram
spine.
horns?
So it also has, remember, it's
Already messed up.
horns. So it has ram's horns protruding from its head. And what it basically does is it hides its head in the sand with only the horns protruding. So other creatures are going to come across and think it's food. And then this guy jumps up and promptly kills and takes that animal as its prey. I'm a big fan of Greek mythology. Guys, don't disappoint me. I'm hearing a lot of pen sounds. Neil is
Feverishly scribbling.
He's. I think it's really interesting when you look at how each gentleman holds their tablet. Scott has a death grip on his most of the time, as if it is going to run away at any given moment. Okay, guys, I am going to need you to wrap this up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, it is Johnny Bravo. Thank you, Nightmare's Mistress. It's not Donald Trump, it is John Jones.
Bravo.
I am actually really happy that someone got it.
Caleb. Ooh, very flexible, great horn. I love the eyebrow he's serving us. Good job, Caleb. Neil? Ooh, look at him. He has a diamond pattern and a pointy tail. And look, he's even sticking his tongue, doing a little blah, 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 blah.
He's tasting the air.
He's a long boy. Next up, we have Scott.
Before you say anything,
Yes.
these are the horns of a Canadian ram.
That's a Canadian ram. Some call a moose. He is saying, no, keep that up. It says derp. He's saying derp. He's derpy. He has great eyes. I feel like the eyes follow me no matter where I move throughout the room. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, guys. Are you ready for your next creature?
Bring
This
it
is
on.
a challenge.
I'm gonna win this one.
Now, I think you will. This is the
You've won all of them so
Grindilo.
far. Yeah.
The Grindilo. Some of us will remember the Grindilo from Harry Potter. The Grindilo is a English folklore critter. You see him in Yorkshire and Lancashire. also sometimes called a Grundylow. The name is thought to have been connected to Grendel, Beowulf, who I love. I eat that up with a spoon. You will find the Grundylow in bogs, meres, and lakes. They are a supernatural creature. They are diminutive humanoids, so little people. They have scaly skin, greenish complexion. These will be in black and white. Sharp claws and teeth, and long, wiry arms and lengthy fingers at the end of the arm. They dwell in ponds and marshes, and they grab children. So that's like telling kids, don't go swimming in there. The Grundylow will get you. Scott is, again, very confident in his Grundylow. He has barely put pen to paper, and he says it is a masterpiece. Much like the Bible, it is finished. Caleb is doing lawn strokes with his pen. Neil keeps referring to the paper as if it is going to help him, like it's his magic feather, and it will glean some sort of insight that he's like, oh, this is what I'm missing from the Grundylow. And we will be done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grundylow's up. Scott, we'll start with you. Oh, that is very good. He is a very tiny, tiny man. Scaly skin.
Tiny man.
Crazy
Long,
spaghetti arms.
Spindly arms with
Long fingers. I wouldn't want to run into him in a lake. He's scarier than Jason Voorhees. Neil, your Grundylow? Oh, you went with a slightly larger Grundylow. Again, Neil's signature trademark little piece of hair has made an appearance. Never forget the nipples. Yours has a belly button, Freddy Krueger hands, and likes to wear waders, which makes sense because he's in the water, so he's got to get through the muck and the mire. Great. Caleb? Oh my God, your Grundylow is amazing. Your Grundylow is an alien wearing a tiny jumpsuit. I love the interpretation of one big hand and one little hand.
It's because that one's closer. The other one's
Oh, it's perspective. It's perspective. In the art world, we call that focus point and perspective. And love the eyes. Windows to the soul. Good guy. Good God. Good job.
One more?
One more?
All right.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. They seem like they just want to keep going.
Okay.
Scott wants to go home.
Okay, we'll do one more.
Make sure the stream is still not running and the computer has
It is. It's. I can see.
Because I haven't been babysitting it in about 15 minutes.
Okay. Up next we
Bedlam
have.
going on in that chat.
Oh, the whole thing's on fire and I wouldn't even know it.
Up next we have a local favorite, the Rebob.
local fave.
Rebob. Not much is known about the Rebob, and we need to go on an expedition to find the Rebob.
And we will.
What is known is the Rebob is local to Napa, which is an adjacent county to the one we are in, Sonoma County. The Rebob is perhaps a monkey, perhaps a robot, perhaps a bat. He is winged. Some say that the Rebob is perhaps a new breed of super soldier. We don't know what the Rebob is doing, but he loves Burgundy wine. You can find the Rebob probably at any fine Napa restaurant establishment. I imagine he likes a rooftop setting. We have all dreamed of meeting a Rebob, but can you capture the majesty of a Rebob with an artist's pen? I don't think so. You can't. I'm curious how heavily our artists will lean into robot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Pens down. Caleb, your Rebob. Oh, I like your Rebob. He has a textured leg, ribbed. It is a ribbed leg. He looks very chill, and I like his little antenna thingies. He is very cute. He doesn't need arms. Neil, your Rebob?
Mine's not so good.
I don't know about that.
He's got a friend, though.
Oh, look at that.
Well,
Who is the
at least he's not
Rebob's
alone.
friend?
He's got a robot friend.
Robot friend. Your Rebob is beautiful and majestic. I could see him taking flight over the Napa Valley with hot air balloons and grapes. Scott?
See, I'm cheating because I brought a picture of the Rebob.
Oh shit, that is photorealism.
Yep.
At its finest. I love the serious face your Rebob has.
Went right to the Xerox.
Again, I love how the Rebob does not need arms. How does he drink his wine? We don't know. Good job, boys. So you want to be done?
No,
Done
one more.
drawing?
Okay, one more.
One more? Okay. This is a good one. Up next, we have a Vonk. A Funk.
Funk?
Bring in the noise, bring in the
funk.
This guy is Welsh, which is why I can't pronounce that word. Sometimes called an adjunct. He is a lake monster from Welsh mythology. The exact description varies, so our artists really do have room for interpretation in this final round. Sometimes described as a crocodile, a beaver, dwarf-like creature, even a platypus. Perry the platypus. And some say, I can't make that sound, and some say demon. The lake in which this little critter dwells also varies. Some say it's in this lake, some say it's in that lake, some say he's under this bridge. And I mean, that could be why we have such a wide array of the interpretation of this man. Scott, very studious during this round. This is the final round, gentlemen. I will need you to make this round count. I want you to put everything you have into this Welsh water creature. Will they go platypus? Will they go beaver or crocodile? Maybe they'll go alligator. Really, really up for interpretation. I'm sorry you're limited by the medium of a Sharpie pen, but you're all doing really well. Scott's kind of doing some finishing touches. Dot the I's, cross the T's. Neil's looking panicked. Caleb looks like he is full of mirth, and he is done. We're going to call this in 4, 3, 2, 1. They're all done. And we'll just go with our traditional lineup. Caleb. Oh, my God. Could you move your fingers a little bit so we can see the tail? Very beautiful. I love the look of determination on his face. He will take you down into his lake. Don't be fooled by his tiny feet. Nay, nay. He's going to get you with his big twofers. Great job. Great job. Finishing strong. Neil?
Yes.
Oh, my God. He has drawn an action scene. He went heavy into the crocodile with a gentle platypus foot. I love the ridges again. We can see both parts of the jaw, and this one means business. He has found a victim. If you all remember the curly, Q-haired feature that very prominent in Neil Perlmutter's art is this character, but he has been bested. He met his match. There will be blood.
There will be blood.
Great job. Way to finish. Scott?
I've created a scene.
Oh my God! I can't describe for us what is happening.
Okay, well, so this is an alligator hunting in the water.
Yes.
Eyes and his
Eyelashes.
nose.
Very important.
And here is his majestic beaver tail.
It's like a paddle.
Sticking out of the water behind him.
Sure.
We've got the sun here shining down. It's a sunny
Are those
day.
birds?
A little bit of clouds in the sky.
Oh, I thought they were birds.
And then there's a little bit of a tick-tock sound.
Oh, 'cause it's a croc.
Because you see, he's not. The croc was not a croc. The croc was a funk.
Funk. Oh, funk. Well, I couldn't choose a winner if I tried. Good job, show artists.
Yay. Good job.
Let me make sure the computer's not on fire.
Good job.
This computer's on fire.
That was a lot of fun. Thank
That
you,
was
Sandra.
fun.
You guys did a great job. You guys are such great sports. Thank you.
Your commentary was spot on.
I will be seeing a lot of these creatures in my dreams tonight.
That's excellent.
I sure will. I'll be looking under the bed, and I'll be drawing back my shower curtain.
So, for homework for 2 weeks from today,
Talk to us.
what is our pick? Caleb.
So, it is my birthday coming up in 2 weeks. And so I thought I would do a little movie called The Girl with All the Gifts.
Yes.
All right.
The last time I checked, for those of you that would like to watch it. I believe it was on Tubi, that you can watch that for free.
Tubi-doo.
Okay.
So, that is your homework.
The girl with all the gifts.
Girl with all the gifts.
Excellent.
You guys did such a good job.
All right.
I'm so proud. I couldn't
Well-
be prouder.
As usual, we shall wrap up with a hearty goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and download podcasts.
And buy our merch and
Yeah. And do good upon the world.
yeah. Bye. Go hug your local cockatrice.
Reverend Michael B., thank you. Inhaler the Baker, thank you. Pod People, thank you. Nightmare's Mistress, Mark Vision's Truth, Enoch, Local Madman, Miss Movie Buff, Laura, Dr. Torres, Natus Crab, Mindy Horror Movie Addict, and Corey Bits.
Corey Bits. Woo! Guys, in 2 weeks. Bye one more time.